Right, so now we've calculated the cost of equity. Now I've got to calculate the cost of debt. Okay, as the question says, the interest rate is 10% on the debt which is redeemable, right? Redeemable just means it's able to be given back to you. Okay, it's able to be given back to you in 4 years' time. So redeemable date, to calculate it, you're going to use the internal rate of return, right? So first, okay, we have to find our market price of the debt. All right, remember we're given the market value but not the market price. We need the market price because that is what's going to be paid in year zero. Whenever you're doing the internal rate of return in year zero, you have to state in the market price. So we're given 45 million as our market value, right? Book value of the debt was 50 million. Okay, I mean, the face value of the debt is 50 million, then the book value of the debt is 1,000. So we're going to find the market price. All right. So what you do is you divide 50 million by 1,000, you get 50,000. All right. Then you divide both sides by 50,000. Okay. So you say 45 million divided by 50,000, that is 900. All right, 900. So that's the market price of the debt, right? Our discount factor rate will be our interest rate, which is 10% for the debt. Okay. So this is how you do the internal rate of return. Okay. You're going to make a table like this. You're going to say year, all right? You're going to say narration. Okay. So in year zero, okay, year zero is the first day of year one, all right? In year zero, we pay the market price of the debt, which is 900, okay? It's going to be regarded as a cash outflow, okay, because we're paying, money is leaving us, all right? So now, in the internal rate of return, one find the present values of our cash flows, okay? So one find the present value. So the discount factor rate basically is going to be the interest rate, which is 10%, okay, right? And we're going to use this formula, okay, 1 plus r, and 1 plus r power negative t. Okay, so here, this is a way to discount the future values so that you get a present value. All right, remember, discounting is just converting a future value into present value. Right, so our R is going to be 10%. Okay, so it's going to be one, going to be like this. 1 plus 10% is the same as 0.1. Okay, just divide 10 by 1. Right, then you set to the power negative t. Okay, so in year zero, you're going to say it's going to be 1 plus 0.1 to the power negative 0. All right, in year zero. Okay, and anything to the power 0 is 1. So that's how we get our 1 here. Okay, it's a 900 times 1, you get 900. All right, then we're going to say from year 1 to 4, we're going to get the interest payment. Now to calculate the interest payment, okay, to calculate the interest payment, you're going to say after tax interest rate times the par value, all right? After tax interest rate times the par value, right? So remember the interest rate was 10%, so you say 10 over 100, all right? Then you say 1 minus 0.3, that's 0.7. 0.7 times 10, that's 0.7. That should be 7. 0.7 times 10, that should be 7. Yeah, that's 7. Okay, so you say 7 times 1,000, that's 7,000. 7,000 divided by 100, that's 70. Okay, so that is our interest payment, right? So from year 1 to 4, we'll be receiving interest payments. Okay, now this is an annuity. Okay, it's an annuity, meaning that you'll be receiving a fixed payment over a fixed period. All right, so for an annuity, okay, the formula you're going to use is, oh, why has it done that? Hold on. The formula you're going to use for an annuity is, you're going to use 1 minus 1 plus r to the power negative t, okay, divided by r, okay. That's the formula you're going to use for the annuity. Okay, so we're going to say it's going to be 1 minus 1 plus r, okay. Oh, r is 0.1. The power negative 4, okay, divided by 0.1, right? So 1.1 1.1 to the power negative 4 gives us 0.683, okay, 0.683. So what's 1 minus 0.683, we get 0.317, then we divide it by 0.1, we get 3.17. Okay, this is how we got the 3.17 here. Okay. And that's how we get the 3.17 here, right? And then for the power value, all right, we'll refer back to this formula. On year 4, all right, the power value, okay, you're going to write the power value was 1,000. Then the discount factor you're going to use is the same one we used here, the 1 plus r. Oh, let me You're going to say for year 4, year 4, we're going to say 1 plus 0.1 to the power negative 4, okay, and you get 0.863, all right? So once you found your discount factors, you just multiply, because remember, present value is the cash flow multiplied by the discount factor, all right? So it's a 7 times 3.17, we get 221.9. Okay, then we say 1000 times 0.683, we get 683. Okay, so now we're going to total up our present values. Okay, so negative 900 plus 221.9 plus 683, right? We're going to get 4.9. Okay, so now this is where you have to pay attention. Okay, if your net present value is positive, okay, your net present value is positive, you are going to multiply your discount factor by 2. Okay, if this net present value is positive, you multiply your discount factor by 2. All right, if your net present value was negative, all right, this discount factor, we're going to divide it by 2. Okay, if the net present value was negative, we'll divide the discount factor by 2. All right, so now you can see we have a new discount factor here, right, at 20%. All right, so in this case, with our new discount factor, 20%, we're going to say year 0, right? Year 0 is going to equal to 1 plus 0.1 to the power, so again, to the power negative 0, all right? Negative 0, so it gives us 1, right? Then we go to the year 1 to year 4, right? We're going to use this same formula for year 1 to year 4, okay? This time what we're going to say is, it's a 1 minus, or not 0.2, 0.1 here, 0.2, sorry, it's now at 20%. It's a 1 plus 0.2 to the power negative 4 divided by 0.2. Okay, so we're going to say 1.2 to the power negative 4 1.2 to the power negative 4, we're going to get 0.482, okay, which is here, because for year 4, we're just going to use this same one. Then we're going to subtract that by 1, so we'll say 1 minus 0.1 minus 0.482, get 0.518, and then we divide that by 0.2, we're going to get 2.59. Okay, 2.59. Okay, I think earlier when we calculated, we never rounded off. We never rounded off the first decimal places, so we got 0.58. All right, so just leave it at 2.58. Okay, 2.58. Right, then for year 4, just going to say equals 1 plus 0.2 power negative 4. Okay, 1 plus 0.2 to the power negative 4, we get 0.482. So once we found our new discount factors, we're going to get our present values by multiplying our cash flows, right? Our cash flows with our new discount factors. So we're going to say 900 times 1 gives us negative 900, all right? Negative 900 times 1, negative 900. 70 times 2.58, we get 180.6. Okay, and finally we're going to say 1000 times 0.482, and we're going to get 482. Then we total up our present values, okay, and we get negative 237. Again, negative 237. All right, so once we found both our present values, we're now going to add it to our formula, which says that cost of debt equals A% plus NPV A% over NPV A% minus NPV B%, open brackets, B% minus A%. So A% represents the lower rate, so our lower rate is 10% here. B% represents our higher rate, which is 20%. So NPV A% is this net present value with a lower rate, all right? And then NPV B% is the net present value with a higher rate, all right? So you just substitute. A% is 10%, the lower rate, plus 4.9, okay, which is our NPV A%, which we got with our lower rate. And we say 4.9 minus negative 237, which is our NPV B%, right? Then you open brackets 20 minus 10%. Okay. So you say 20 minus 10, that's 10%, right? Then you say 4.9 minus negative 237, right? 4.9 minus negative 237, we get 241.9, right? So we say 4.9 divided by 241, 4.9 divided by 241.9, we're going to get 0.02. Wait. Okay, let's just see. Let me confirm this. 4.9 minus negative 237, we get 241.9. 241.9, then 4.9 divided by 241.9, we get 0.02. Here is supposed to be 0.02. 0.02. Let's say times 10, and we'll get 0.2. So here it's supposed to be 0.02. 0.02, all right, then times 10%, then we get 0.2. 0.2 plus 10%, we get 10.2, which will just round off to 10%. And that's our cost of